Hey friend, this is Eric from Miller Music. In the video today, I want to show you how to save projects inside of Studio One and also how to back them up. And I'm going to show you 3 different ways of how to do it and how Studio One organizes all of its files so you can ensure that your project is saved. All right, let's jump in. Hey, real quick, I wanted to let you know if you are interested in any of my courses, my online community, or private coaching with me, you can click the link in the description below. There's information on all of that below. So the inspiration for this video came about because recently I tried to back up one of my Studio One songs. So I saved it to a new folder, and basically what happened was the next day I went to open it up and none of the audio files were there. They were all gone, missing. Studio One could not find them. So really in this video, I want to show you how to avoid that so you can make sure that when you back up your song that your files and all of your song is going to be there safely. All right. So first of all, I want to explain how Studio One organizes everything by default when you open up and save a new project. So here I am. I'm over inside of my Finder window, and this is the song I have open up. And there's 3 main folders here. There's the cache folder, the history folder, which is really important. This is where all of your auto saves are going to be saved, or just every time you save a version of that song, okay? Then finally you have your media folder, and this is where all of Studio One saves any different audio files, okay? How to set up autosave. So if you go to preferences inside of Studio One for Mac, or if you go to, I believe it's options for Windows, underneath the location tab in preferences, and then underneath user data, you can see there's a checkbox down here that says enable autosave. So I would recommend to check that off. I have it for every 5 minutes. And then also I would recommend ask to copy external files when saving a document. Have that checked off as well, because that's going to help you when you do save to a new folder. It's going to ask you and prompt you, do I want to bring all of these files over associated with that? So that's really important to have that checked off. And lastly, over here, you have telling Studio One where you want to save everything. So your user data locations, and this is right here. And this is if you want to save it to like an external hard drive. This is where I have it saved to in my case. So I recommend doing that as well. Step 2, and this is where I made the mistake, is what is the difference between save as, if you go over here to file, you have save new version, you have save as, and then you also have save to new folder. So there's 3 slight variations of what this all is. So save a new version, if I click on that, it brings me to this, save a new version of that song. And what that is basically it's going to save a new version of that song within your existing folder that we saw initially. And I would check off this incremental version. And what that's going to do is help you to basically, if you want to have like a different version of the song, like an acoustic version or a different remix of the song, you can click that and it's going to save that into your initial folder, okay? So that's what I would recommend for that if you want to like keep everything in the same folder kind of neatly. Then you have save as, and if you click on that, it's going to bring this over to save it to a new location. And the problem with this is that this is what I did, and when you click save as, it doesn't actually bring all of those media folders over with it. It's just going to have you save it to a new place. And it's going to, if you move those folders around, then Studio One's not going to be able to find the original audio files within the same media folder. So when I went back and I tried to find all of this, all of those files were gone, and then I had to later tell Studio One, no, go back to the original folder where they were created, and then luckily it was able to find everything there. But that is save as feature. And finally, this is what I should have done. This is save to new folder. So it's same, it looks like save as, but this is going to bring over into a new folder all of the audio files, everything into a brand new place, and save it nice and neatly there. So that's the 3 different options you have when you're saving your song. And then finally, step 3, and this is like the ultra backup, which you can do is to, if you go over to song, you can click export stems right here. And if you click on that, this is really cool. You can export each one of your individual tracks separately, and this is a great option if you want to like share it with other people, or if you have all of your tracks edited nice and neatly, you can export that, and then you can have ensure that if whatever reason the project goes wonky, you at least have each individual stem backed up as well. And you can do that by export range between loop, or the same way you would export a song as a master mixdown. So if you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Happy to answer all of that. Also, if you are interested in any of my courses, my online community called the Miller Music Club, or private coaching, you can just click in the description below, and there's links to all of that down there. And I will see you on the next video. Take care.